What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Best Tools, Good Tools. My name is Frank from Garageaholic, giving you an episode unlike any other. Today we're going to be actually testing a new MIG welder. This is the BestArc 7th generation MIG145. It is a flux core welder. It's got no gas. You can't hook it up even if you wanted to. And it does MIG and it does stick. And we're also going to be looking at the screen to see what the screen actually does and how that actually functions from a self-sustaining, beginner, ease of use, accessibility standpoint. This is a very small, very tight package. It operates only on 110 volts, not on the 200 volt. And it's something you could just easily pick up. It's light. You can just put it in the back of your truck if you have to do something like mend a fence. So it's really nice. It's very portable. It's light. And everything is digital. And I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad, but we're definitely going to explore this display to see how it works. So on the screen, there's 3 different buttons to modify your settings. You have the button down here. I don't know if you can see that. This button down here modifies the wire diameter that you're using, whether it's 30 thou, 35 thou, or 40 thou. In this case, we're using 40 thou MIG flux core wire. This button here affects whether or not you're going to MIG mode, TIG mode, or MMA, which is stick. And then this button up here is 2T or 4T. The difference between 2T and 4T is whether or not the MIG torch is allowing the wire to feed automatically when you press it, or if it's a momentary. So when you press the button on 2T, when you press it, it's feeding. When you let it go, it doesn't feed. When you're in 4T mode, you press it once and it just holds and continuously feeds at the rate that you want. You can see it's actually putting wire out right now until you press it again, and then it stops. So those two modes are pretty neat. Now, if you think about why that would be useful, if you're actually going to be doing a really long weld and you don't want to have to hold the trigger down the whole time, it's good to just press it. Then you can focus on your actual bead and not have to worry about holding the trigger or when not to hold the trigger. It's actually all being done for you. That's pretty cool. Then finally, you have this knob here. This is not only a rotary knob, but it's also a push button knob that allows you to get into an automatic mode called synergic mode. You got a little bit of a label there called synergic. As you can see there, we are currently in that mode. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to change the amperage, and it adjusts the wire speed in the green LEDs accordingly. So the higher your amperage, the higher your wire speed is going to go. So basically, the thicker your metal, the more amperage you want, and the faster your wire speed needs to be. However, once you press this button, you're in more of an automatic mode where that you pause it at that actual wire speed, and you can go plus or minus. You can see this top screen there shows you whether you're going plus or minus. It even goes into the minuses, the amperage for that wire speed specifically. So if you have a really particular wire speed and you want to go a little bit slower than normal for that wire speed, you can keep the wire speed and actually bring the amperage down for that speed, or you can bring it up for that wire speed. And it really helps to regulate and fine tune where you want to be. But again, this is a machine for beginners, so it's really good to be able to have these options for minor changes in functionality, but still not lose control so much where you don't really know what you're doing. So if you open up the bucket here, you'll see that there is a table that you can look at that identifies the appropriate amperages and wire speed depending on the thickness of the metal that you're using. So we got various thicknesses of metal here that we're going to use. And let's get started. So we're going to weld something pretty heavy right off the bat. That's why I'm going to keep it at almost the max setting, which is 135 amps. The wire speed, I'm in synergistic mode, so the wire speed is at max. And I want to weld these 2 pieces. I really want to push this thing to the limit right off the bat. And no gas, so this is going to be much different than what I'm used to. Ready, Dan? Pretty cool. It's getting there. I mean, we're kind of getting a good idea of how this thing works. Okay. Got to clean them off every single time. All right. So again, not the prettiest welds, but you know, I don't really weld with this too often, and so far it seems to be pretty good. I think that turned out to be a pretty good weld. Yeah, better. See, I'm getting better at it. I think a lot of it has to do with my skill set too, you know, just kind of like learning how to operate it.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to relearn how to weld normally with a gas welder.
Before, the fact that you can just set your wire and then just go hotter or colder, and
so
this is the feed rate for you, that's pretty nice.
It's kind of the same song and dance now. You know, you can kind of adjust your wire speed there in Synergic, and then you can change your amperage based on that wire speed afterwards.
Yeah.
And you just let it off?
Yeah. Does not get more intuitive than that.
I got you there.
You just put the metal together and it welds up.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know, it's hard. You want to try?
Yeah, I'm just saying for a field repair.
Oh, yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the easiest. You're in 100% control. This is 100% skill. As the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah, because you got to keep on pushing it in.
Exactly.
You know.
But the cool thing is, it teaches you exactly how welding works. You see what I'm saying? There's no way that you can mess it up, really.
Those are really, really nice welds compared to the MIG welds that are very splattery. I mean, flex core MIG welding gets splattery, no doubt about it, but these welds do not splatter, at least not nearly as much, and it seems like it holds really nice. Look at those, look at the bead. I've never stick welded before, so I gotta say I'm very impressed with the way this actually held up and how easy it was to use. Okay, so we've taken a look at the BestArc and we've evaluated it. We've done a few welds. We've played with the settings. The settings become intuitive once you really understand it. And I think that after playing with it enough, I kind of feel like there's no way not to make this intuitive now, the way that I see that it's been set up. So I'm pretty impressed with it. It's so small, it's so compact. And guys, it's $130, free shipping from Amazon. To take it wherever you need to go and just plug it into a wall or an extension cord, not needing any type of gas, this thing can do a lot. I'm very impressed with its punch and package in its small package size. I think it's great value. And even if you really did want to go to a 110-220, which is the Mig145A, that's the next generation, that actually is only $170, so not much more than this. And it too packs a punch. I'm very impressed with this so far. I had a lot of fun playing with it. I thank BestArc for the opportunity. And I do recommend this. I really couldn't find any reason not to purchase something like this. So if you're looking for something just to lug around a basic garage or a new welder and you're not sure what you want, and this is a great way at very low risk to get into the welding game. Guys, my name is Frank from Garageaholic. Thanks a lot for watching. Best tools, good tools. Take care. Later.